Hey, what's up, guys? You're now listening to Devo with Uncle Theo. Today is day 199, and we're going to cover Psalms 139 through 143. We start our day off with a beautiful psalm here in Psalm 139. It speaks of two things, the omniscience and the omnipresence of God. Omniscience meaning all-knowing, and omnipresence meaning all-present. So you see David here for the choir director, a Psalm of David. Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know when I sit down and when I rise up. You understand my thought from afar. You scrutinize my path and my lying down. You are intimately acquainted with all my ways. Even before there is a word on my tongue, behold, Lord, you know it all. You have enclosed me behind and before and laid your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is too high, I cannot attain it. And that speaks to his omniscience. Now we're going to move to his omnipresence. Listen to this language. Where can I go from your spirit? Or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend to heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in Sheol, behold, you are there. If I take the wings of the dawn, if I dwell in the remotest part of the sea, even there your hand will lead me, and your right hand will lay hold of me. If I say, surely the darkness will overwhelm me, and the light around me will be night, even the darkness is not dark to you, and the night is as bright as the day. Darkness and light are alike to you. And this is just an encouraging passage of scripture. It speaks about how God is everywhere. He's all present and he's all knowing. And because of that, you can't escape him. That's a very scary truth, but it actually ends up being helpful when you're in trouble. Because you can't escape him, because he's everywhere and he's at all places at all times and he's all powerful, he can protect you to the uttermost. He best knows how to comfort you because verse 13, for you formed my inward parts. You wove me in my mother's womb. I will give thanks to you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works, and my soul knows it very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in secret and skillfully wrought in the depths of the earth. Your eyes have seen my unformed substance, and in your book were all written the days that were ordained for me, when as yet there was not one of them. How precious also are your thoughts to me, O Lord, O God. How vast is the sum of them. If I should count them, they would outnumber the sand. When I awake, I am still with you. And you just see the psalmist's great theology regarding God. Not just his omnipresence and his omnipotence, but his omnibenevolence. That means he's all good and he cares for his people. And David is speaking to and petitioning that in this beautiful psalm. Please store Psalm 139 in your pocket. Psalm 140, it's another psalm of David. Rescue me, Lord, from evildoers. Protect me from the violent, who devise evil plans in their hearts and stir up war every day. They make their tongues as sharp as a serpent's, and the poison of vipers is on their lips. Keep me safe, Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Protect me from the violent, who devise ways to trip up my feet. I say to the Lord, you are my God. Hear, Lord, my cry for mercy. Sovereign Lord, my strong deliverer, you shield my head in the day of battle. Do not grant the wicked their desires, Lord. Do not let their plans succeed. So you see, we've switched here back to a lament psalm, where David is crying out, asking for deliverance. You even see this here in verse 11. May slanderers not be established in the land. May disaster hunt down the violent. And you see some imprecatory nature here as well. Do not let my heart be drawn to what is evil, so that I take part in wicked deeds. Along with those who are evildoers, do not let me eat their delicacies. David doesn't even want to be at the table with these wicked people, no matter how good their food is. He doesn't want to partake in evil, and he has the right disposition around how to move. As a godly man receives rebuke well, listen to him here in verse 5. Let a righteous man strike me, that is a kindness. Let him rebuke me, that is oil on my head. My head will not refuse it, for my prayer will still be against the deeds of evildoers. And to be honest with you, this is how you can really tell if you have a legitimate brother or sister in your midst. It's really not how they respond to praise and successes. It's how they respond to rebukes. That's really when you know what you're working with. That really taps into their humility more than anything else, and it'll expose the true person that you're dealing with. And we end with Psalm 142 and 143. Psalm 142 is a maskil. Remember, that's a teaching psalm when David was in the cave, and a prayer. So he's lamenting here, asking for deliverance from his enemies. I cry aloud to the Lord. I lift up my voice to the Lord for mercy. I pour out before him my complaint. Before him I tell my trouble. When my spirit grows faint within me, it is you who watch over my way. In the path where I walk, people have hidden a snare for me. Look and see, there is no one at my right hand. No one is concerned for me. I have no refuge. No one cares for my life. And I cry to you, Lord. And that's the best place to be, because an omniscient, omnipotent God doesn't need anybody at your right hand to help aid him. He can do it all himself. And when you get in that place of spiritual bankruptcy and total dependency, you begin to see the glory of God. You get that same language here in Psalm 143. It's another penitential lament psalm. Lord, hear my prayer. Listen to my cry for mercy. In your faithfulness and righteousness, come to my relief. Do not bring your servant into judgment, for no one living is righteous before you. The enemy pursues me. I remember the days of long ago. I meditate on all your works and consider what your hands have done. I spread out my hands to you. I thirst for you like a parched land. Answer me quickly, Lord. My spirit fails. Do not hide your face from me, or I will be like those who go down to the pit. And this is a beautiful statement here. Let the morning bring me word of your unfailing love, for I put my trust in you. Rescue me from my enemies, Lord, for I hide myself in you. Teach me to do your will, for you are my God. May your good spirit lead me on level ground. And that's my prayer for you today. May the good spirit of the Lord lead you on level ground, because you made a commitment to put your trust in him, and he'll show you the way to go. For to him, you entrust your life. We're wrapping up with the Psalms. We only have one more day here, but I hope this journey has helped you to better decipher through the Psalms and to help you to walk through this book of wisdom literature in a more meaningful way, so you can understand not only the heartbeat of the biblical writers, but the heartbeat of the Lord our God. You guys take care and have a good one. We'll check out the Psalms one more time, and then we'll catch each other in Proverbs.
Yeah.